Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello, hello. How are we today? It is Saturday afternoon. Everything is, or Saturday evening, I suppose. Probably a better, more accurate descriptor for me. It is kind of 6. Well, I'll admit it's still technically afternoon, but you know, it's it's still well afternoon. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm going into my radio show stuff, and nobody ever likes a DJ try to act funny, even though we both know they aren't. So, what's happening, everyone? Hello, my name is Jerry WildSnivy Poplar. I have started up a blog over at the Foxden. .wordpress.com. So I would definitely recommend you head over there, Foxden MTG. Maybe I should actually post that URL in the chat. I actually meant to do that. Oh, whoops. Hold up. So let's see here. I want to close this to open a new window, and we're going to just find this. Just grab my URL real quick, and we'll drop it into the chat. Give me one second, guys. I'm gonna throw up the pause screen again. You guys probably don't want to see this, but yeah, that's the deal. I've started up a blog. I've started up a Patreon because this is something I am very interested in trying to do full time, or at the very least as something to entertain you kind folk. So I'm going to fire up my chat client real quick. Here we go, and I'm just going to drop this in here. There we are. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And y'all are free to check out that URL whenever you want to. There's some pretty neat stuff over there. But we are not here to talk about my site or my personal stuff or whatever. What we are here to do is we are here to talk about some good old Magic the Gathering, and what better way to do that than with a Legacy League. I am very, very, very happy about this deck. This is one of the very few Legacy decks I plan on papering in the very near future. It's pretty sweet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really happy about this. So, what is this all about? Well, here's the deal. I happen to like Death and Taxes, Legacy Death and Taxes, but in green-white, there are just a ton of really neat creatures. Knight of the Reliquary is a really powerful creature in Legacy, mostly because she can just turn your forests and plains into wastelands and a bunch of other really slick utility lands. Gaddock Teague immediately shuts down Storm and pretty much reads they can't win the game. Kasali Pride Mage, Voice of Resurgence, Scrib Ranger, Scavenging Ooze, Ramanap Excavator, Tireless Tracker, all of these stuff. Really, really good cards. The problem is they're in green, white, and Legacy Taxes, as you guys might expect, is mono white. So, we don't really get a chance to play with them. And that's kind of the issue green-white Maverick is addressing. What we're doing is we are pretty much combining the lock pieces of Death and Taxes, so that's Mother of Runes, Thalia, Swords to Plowshares, Stoneforge Mystic, and combining it with a bunch of really neat green cards, specifically Green Sun Zenith. This card is banned in Modern, as you guys could probably expect, mostly because it's just so busted. I mean, look at that, guys. Search your library for a green creature with converted mana cost X or less, and then put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle Green Sun Zenith into its owner's library. Cast that on 0, you can get a Dryad Arbor. Cast it on 1, it's a Noble Hierarch. Cast it on 2, it's any of these 5 creatures. There's a Sylvan Library in there. And then cast it on 3, and it's just an incredibly good card. It's a really, really, really amazing enabler, and that's kind of what Green-White Maverick's about. Pretty much our enabler here is Green Sun Zenith as opposed to Aether Vial. And that allows us a little more flexibility in bombs and utility creatures and tireless trackers, which is one of the best creatures that have ever been printed in my personal opinion. Whew. I'm really excited to play this deck if you haven't noticed yet. We're doing a bit of a lighter equipment package than we typically are. We're doing one Umezawa's Jite and one Sword of Fire and Ice and two Stoneforge Mystics. Been experimenting, and I happen to like Sword of Fire and Ice. Excuse me. I happen to have been liking Sword of Fire and Ice a little bit more over the Batterskull slot. I'm trying to limit the Stoneforge package here. It's a very light one as opposed to the one you typically see in Death and Taxes, which runs two more Stoneforges and then also a Batterskull. And that's mostly because I want to slip in as much utility as I possibly can into this deck. Scavenging Ooze is good for graveyard decks. Grib Ranger is just a really way to stop Delver. It stops Baleful Strix, and it also has that really neat Kyrian Ranger ability. Gaddock Teeg is Gaddock Teeg. He's pretty alright. Kasali Pride Mage is a naturalized stable to an exalted creature, so he does a lot of stuff. Here's the spicy one, Voice of Resurgence. This is the card that typically doesn't come up all that often in Maverick. I have been playing around with it, though, and he is a really, really neat creature, to say the least. I've definitely been enjoying him. He definitely draws out Force of Wills, I suppose. But he's been doing a lot of work for me lately, and I'm more than happy to see what he does. Ramanap Excavator, Sir Hiss. He's Magus of the Crucible, as my friend likes to say it. Yeah, 2/3 for 3, and he lets you recycle the lands out of your graveyard. He has the potential to close out games. Tireless Tracker is, well, Tireless Tracker, nothing else to say there. Knight of Autumn's the fresh one from Guilds of Ravnica, and she does a lot of neat things. Like, I know I was talking a lot about utility creatures in this deck. Knight of Autumn is probably the most utility creatures get. You can be a Naturalize. She can be a Life Gainer. She can just be a 4/3 for 3. A lot of modes on her. And Knight of the Reliquary is just a really neat card for land stacks in general that can support her. Other than that, we have a couple Noble Hierarchs as kind of accelerants into our really neat stuff. And let's actually talk about our creatures, or our lands even. I say creatures because the first land in here is actually going to be Dryad Arbor. A singleton, because we absolutely do not want to be drawing it at any point during the game. We want to be able to Green Sun for 0 and get ahead that way, so that way we have 8 ways to get ahead on mana on turn 1. We run a Gaia's Cradle because we are playing just a metric ton of creatures over the course of the game, and Gaia's Cradle can tap for just oodles of mana, and combined with Green Sun's Zenith, we can pretty much get whatever we need out of the deck. Ghost Quarter is pretty much our 5th copy of Wasteland against Delver decks and decks that aren't running too many basics. This is a really powerful card. One Horizon Canopy has a little bit of extra card draw. One heck of a combination with Sir Hiss and Tireless Tracker. One Caracas, because we are kind of playing D&T, and Caracas is just a really good way to not only protect Thalia, but bounce away Grizzlebrands and Ionas and Emrakuls on the other side. Pretty neat card. Then we got 3 Savannahs, 8 fetches, 4 wastelands, 1 basic plains, 2 basic forests. Over in the sideboard, most of it is just White Death and Taxes stuff. Containment Priest, Aethersworn Canonist, Gids, Pithing Needle, Fairy Macabre. We get a couple neat things, though. We get 2 copies of Choke against blue decks, which is incredibly powerful. A second copy of Knight of Autumn. I like to do a split. And then I am running Oblivion Ring, which looks like a really, really neat, unusual card. The thing about Oblivion Ring, though, is that pretty much what's going on is that in lieu of a response to True Name Nemesis, we are pretty much relaxing the casting costs, and it's still pretty much close to the exact effect we want. And not a lot of people are going to be bringing in Naturalizes against this deck. Absolutely not. So Oblivion Ring becomes that much more potent. It's definitely an experiment, and I'm going to see how it works out. It's still a pretty alright card, but it's still in need of texting. And then, of course, 4 copies of Fairy Macabre, because we are absolutely not affording surgical extractions right now. But anyway, I'm excited to play this deck. I hope you guys are having a pretty decent Saturday yourselves. I just wrapped up watching the Colorado Rapids over on my over over uh, a few minutes ago. At the lack of a better word, I'm stumbling pretty bad. um, though they had a pretty all right game, and as you can see, I'm a pretty big fan of them anyway. But here we go, round one. Wish our opponent good luck. And this hand is actually not that amazing. We have a Caracas, and then we need a green source before our hand does anything. Yeah, I wish I could keep this hand. I wish this hand was better, but unfortunately I think we need a mulligan. Or we can keep it anyways because I misclicked. Oh, we're off to a great start, guys. Yeah, if we get screwed off of green the entire game, then this was pretty awful. This is a really greedy keep that we absolutely should not have made. Yep, punished. Green source. Damn it. Go ahead. Alright, so Underground Sea, Wasteland, this looks like a Delver deck. And I think, and honestly, I think we just lost because I didn't click the right button. Windswept Heath will help us get back into it, though. We're going to get, oh, damn it. The problem is we have to get Savannah. We can also do Forest Noble Hierarch, but again, that's just not amazing. God, this is terrible. If they have Bolt Wasteland, no, they can't have that. Absolutely not. Okay, so we're doing this. I give up. Actually, probably the better hedge is to just play Noble Hierarch off the Savannah, so that way we can at least be kind of alright. Yep, there's the days. No thanks. Alright, so that was yeah, that was unfortunate. And if they have a second, of course they do. Yep, we lose. We are losing very badly. The good news is they haven't developed a threat yet, and we're going to waste them right back next turn, so... they did not shuffle off the ponder. Alright. We're going to get you. F6 here, we obviously don't have any interaction. Volcanic, Delver, Secrets, okay. Yep. Yep. Just bad decisions all around. Definitely should have fetched basic. I had absolutely no idea why getting Savannah I thought was the correct play. We got blown the hell out. The only upside is that this Delver isn't flipped yet. Yeah, sure, you can waste the land that's not making any mana. Land, please. Okay. The problem is that they're ahead on board, and we, wow, they're still not flipping that Delver. That's amazing. Jeez, I need a land. Yeah, we're losing. We have lost this game. I cannot believe I kept this hand. And if it sounds like I'm upset, it's because this is exactly how I did not want to start this, but here we are anyways. I made a pretty major monumental error before the game even started. Yep, we lose. That was a 7 I did not mean to keep. So we're down a game because I can't click correctly. What the hell ever. We're gonna take games 2 and 3 anyways. All right. The chokes come in. I don't think I'm interested in Pithing Needle. I think I'm interested in Gids though. Containment Priest I'm not interested in. Aethersworn Canonist I don't think I'm interested in either. And what don't I like against Delver? Gaddock Teague doesn't do much here. Knight of Autumn doesn't really do a ton either. And let's go down a Scavenging Ooze and a Pride Mage. Oh, whoop. Trimmed one too many cards. Had to pick between the two. Maybe Scavenging Ooze is a little bit better. Yeah. Because that way we can at least hate on their graveyard a tiny bit and hopefully keep them off of Gurmag Angler. Yes, we will be on the play. And this this time I'm going to intend to keep this hand. We made a pretty big misplay game 1, and we're not going to do it again. Bolt Noble Hierarch, yep. Windswept Teeth Stoneforge eventually, but right now I think wasting them doesn't seem too bad. Delver, sure. Alright, so now I don't think I'm especially interested in playing Stoneforge. What I really want to do is I want to hold up Scrib Ranger. So we'll do Windswept Teeth pass. Delver does not flip. I wonder if they're going to play anything pre-combat. Bloodstained Mire, Underground Sea. Bobby Boo. Okay. They have activated our trap card. So we're going to get a Plains with this. Block here. And we'll take our turn. I'm going to play a Savannah, and that way we can play around days when we cast Stoneforge here. Yes, I would love to use that ability, and I'm going to get Umezawa's Jite. We will go to combat. Attack with Scrib Ranger. Let's cast Mom. And we will ship our turn. Misty Rainforest for the opponent. Yeah, after a pretty big blunder game one, we're doing okay here. True name. Well, that sucks, but it's fine. And I'm pretty sure we can race it all right. So what we can do is we can cast Jite here. Probably should have done with Stoneforge in retrospect, but whatever. And we will tack it onto the Scrib Ranger. Go to combat. Attack you. For sure. Move a counter, kill Bob. We cannot remove a counter and kill True Name Nemesis, unfortunately. But it's not the worst thing. We already played the Forest Return, so I think that's all we're doing for now. And we have Mom up in case of bad stuff. Second True Name is not fun. But we do get to do a lot of mean stuff here in a minute. And also Scrib Ranger being pro blue and also flying is pretty awesome. Alright, so I guess it's gay as Cradle. Though that is absolutely asking for a wasteland. We will 0 him, make a knight. Go to combat. I could have played Hierarch earlier. Oh well. And if they want to spend the turn killing Gids, I'm perfectly fine with that. Delver, sure. In response, I'll remove a counter, kill Delver. Pyromancer resolves. Remove a counter, kill Pyromancer. Okay. Valk and Underground Sea. What you doing, opponent? One damage to each creature you don't control. Okay, so what I do is I remove a counter here, give it +2/+2 till end of turn. And then out of all the stuff on my board, I think I care the most about Mom? Give her pro red. Yep, they are killing Gideon. Thalia. Isn't Doffel? We'll go to combat. I don't see any reason not to crack him with everything apart from Mother of Runes. Alright, Thalia's here. And we are just racing now. Yep, that wasteland was expected. Alright, go to combat. Let's attack. And it's just the Script Ranger. Pull counters off GT. Play a second Mom. Pass the turn. And he taps out. Awesome. Do I want to change anything? I don't think so. Sure, run it back. And it's these sorts of matchups where I suppose Council's Judgment is better, but we managed to do fine. Okay, how's this hand look? It's alright, especially considering our opponent mold. Scalding turn, sure. Savannah Mom? They could be holding up Bolt. And if they have, and if their follow-up is Wasteland, then we immediately lose. Yep, screw it. Have it, opponent. Alright, fetch. Underground Sea. Underground Sea. Bitter Blossom. Ooh, yuck. I forgot that card existed. Oh well. We can make this work. And we do that by playing Wasteland, Mother of Runes. Or is Gaze Grid a little better? No, wait, no, Wasteland is, no, Gaze Cradle. Wasteland works way, way better when it's a surprise. Yes, please. We are going to get Umezawa's Jite. Get the feeling it's going to be really good here in a moment, and we'll pass the turn. And the fact we'll be able to equip it here is absurd as well. Yeah, True Name. I don't think that's especially scary right now. Choke is also a very mean card. Geez, decisions. What can be in our opponent's hand? Well, they aren't going to have Stifle, so what if we activated Stoneforge first? No, 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 I don't want to cast it. We'll float a green. Pop in Jite. Play a Wasteland. And I think I'm interested in casting Scavenging Ooze here. Alternatively, we can just take them off red and call it a turn. That's not awful. Sure. Yep, I'm aware. That's fine. Second True Name. That'd be pretty awful. Yeah. Second Wasteland is perfect. Pop it on Stoneforge. We'll attack. Counters on. Kill the fairies, I suppose. And go ahead, opponent. Tell you what. Pro Blue. Go to combat. Attack. Sure. Ghost Quarter. No, 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 no. Ghost Quarter's fine, but I guess that's mostly to play around days for the Stoneforge Mystic here. Force Pitch True Name is also perfectly acceptable. And then I guess we just going to tick down on a rogue. Go ahead. Tick down, kill that. Opponent is not interested in casting anything. We are going to use this to our advantage. Alright, so how about we fetch with Windswept Heath? We'll get a Plains just to be on the safe side of stuff. And then how about we cast a Choke? Waste one of those Underground Seas. Give you Pro Blue. Go attacking. We will pass the turn. And they tap out. Okay, so despite a pretty disastrous game one, that actually turned out pretty alright for us. So we're doing pretty good. I like it so far. I like it. Let me know if you're in chat. Let me know if you're enjoying everything. And yeah, we're just enjoying ourselves. Quag. A pretty fun, a pretty fun one. Oh, Mageling. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if everything is listening and everything. If you guys can hear everything and everything is working all right. Yeah, we're up. We're 1-0 in this current league. We're playing Green White Maverick. I am very, very excited about it. It's really, really good. It's really good stuff. We had a pretty disastrous game one because we kept a hand that was virtually unplayable, and we just kind of got wastelanded out of things. But games 2 and 3, we did really, really well. Is my audio working? My mic should be working. I don't use game audio in Modo, so if that's what you're worried about, don't worry about it. All right, game 2. Have fun, opponent. And guys, let me know in chat if you cannot hear me. If you can't hear Moto, that's fine. I have it configured like that. But if you can't hear me, that's a problem. I'm going to mull this one. I'm going to click the right button to do so. This one's good. Noble Hierarch can go to the top. And we are on the draw here. Opponent starts on a Polluted Delta. Very neat, very neat. So we're going to go Forest Green Sun for 0. Oh, well, that settles that then. Okay, sweet. Thank you very kindly, Mageling. This is why I have you around, good sir. Ooh, pardon me. Green Sun, get a Dryad Arbor, pass the turn. One of the best openings you can never have in the game of Magic. Wasteland, oh no! Well, that's unfortunate. Still, though, if they're wasting a Dryad Arbor and not one of my actual lands, then I consider that a plus. Fetch a Polluted Delta. If this is a volcanic island, it could signal a bolt. It could also mean a daze. Yep. All right, sweet. This is fine. If they're spending their turn just trying to react to my stuff, then I consider that a win. Eventually, we're going to draw a second land and just start popping off. Gorgeous. Do I want to... Okay, so do I want to expose the Savannah or do I want to play around days? I have another Noble. Yeah, it is. Screw it. They've only shown me one land so far. We're gonna play Athalia. Hope that does work. Daze is bad against this deck. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Force Pitch True Name. I am A-okay with that. Do they have another Wasteland? No, they don't. All right, this is good. I'm happy with this because we are not letting them resolve any threats, and that is a really, really good thing. They have one card in hand. Ooh, GQ can be really annoying. Night of the Reliquary can also be annoying. If their last card is Daze, this is terrible, but I really want to try it. We're going to go for it. Nice. All right, opponent, deal with that. Sure. Brainstorm's a good way to start. They have an Underground Sea. And they have Bob. And that's a Swords. So I guess I'm going to lead on Noble Hierarch. And then go attacking and see what they do. They park the Elemental in front of it. Sure. I think I'm going to Swords Bob here, and then GQ them off red. Nice. And this is why I keep Ghost Quarter in here. They rip a Ponder. Oh well. And Bloodstained Mire. They did shuffle with it, so that's fine. No, yeah, I'll take my beats. do I want to do this? I mean, we're playing Stoneforge for sure. And then we get yeah, and then we get GT, and then we just win. That was pretty all right. Okay. So what do we want? So how do we want to? So how do we want to sideboard here? I think I learned my lesson. So Knight of Autumn is going to stay in case of Bitter Blossom. We still want our chokes. And what did we do last time? We went down Gaddock Teague. We went down. Tireless Tracker's a good card. I really hate cutting her. And she can actually be kind of good in this matchup. Goose, I think I'm a little more comfortable trimming now that I know what's going on. And then let's also cut. Swords is important because we need to answer their stuff. Maybe I only want 3 green sun here. I'm gonna try that. I'm just experimenting with my sideboarding, guys. I'm still getting accustomed to this for sure. But we in general have a really good Grixis matchup, especially when they double mulligan. Thoughts on this hand? It's not bad. We fetch a basic plains and then we just play like a lock deck. Another option is to just turn 1 wasteland them. Unless they have a Delver. Yuck. Is Bitter Blossom typical in the opponent's deck? No, but we did have to put up with it match 1. I think Grixis Delver plays 2 copies. Ooh, we drew a Savannah. That's actually really sweet. So now we can just plow this Delver before it flips. If the opponent wants to daze it, that's fine. Force pitch True Name. All right. No flip. Damn it, Brainstorm. Another reason we have Scrib Ranger in here is just because it blocks insectile aberration ad nauseum. Thought sees me. All right, go for it. I don't think there's anything incredibly special about our hand, apart from the Sylvan Library. I'm fine with that. All right, so Savannah Thalia is probably the road to getting back in this game. Our clock is a little slow compared to theirs, but we can probably make it up with any luck. That is a Tireless Tracker. We can probably use that sometime in the near future, but for now I'm content wasting them and then going Noble Mother of Runes whack you. Maybe I should have played the Noble first. Nah, whatever. You know, actually, I think I care about Mom more, so why don't I just bait with her for the time being? Or I care about the Noble more, I should say. They let Mom through. I wonder if they're going to let Noble through. Mm-hmm. Alright, opponent will brainstorm. Yeah, I'm not sure how much work Mother of Runes is going to do against a Flip Delver, but we're on our way to getting back into this game. I think that's the important part. We have Tireless Tracker and then a land drop to follow it up in hand, so I'm not saying we're in a good position right now, but we're on the road to recovery. If we draw a Stoneforge, then I think we just win. Sure, sure, sure. Knight of Autumn isn't a bad one either. Okay, so this is interesting. We can either have a Knight of Autumn or a Tireless Tracker and a Clue. I think I like having the Knight of Autumn a little bit more. Ooh, you know what? I think I tapped wrong. What I should have done uh was pay like this for the Tireless Tracker, so that way it played around days a little bit better. Yeah, whatever. I think opponent has been showing that they don't necessarily want to counter my stuff. Um, Gaining 4 life doesn't sound bad. And we have a Mother of Runes, and our board is just ginormous. We saw an Ella trickery in the last match, which I just found absolutely crazy. But yeah, we're doing. I'd say we're doing pretty okay. Anything else, opponent? Brainstorming end step. Ew. Yeah. I think we have this one. There's not really too much for our opponent to do here. That Knight of Autumn was effectively a time walk staple to a 2-1. Oh no no no! In Delver, yeah, no, you are absolutely not playing Damnation, and even if they did, they're not casting it through a Thalia on 2 lands. All right, sweet. We are 2-0, boys. The only other thing that could ruin our day would be Toxic Deluge, but that would also kill the only thing they have going for them, and we just top deck way better than them. So, admittedly, we don't run cantrips in this deck, though. But still, though, we're 2-0 after taking down Grixis Delver twice. We are in really good shape. I'd like to remind all y'all that I have a website now. You can head over there and check out what the deal is. Yeah, if I ever let Grixis Delver have 4 lands in play, then something's gone horribly, horrendously wrong. But yeah, that's my news website. Go ahead and check it out. I'll have an article coming out on Monday, a primer coming out on Wednesday, and then Saturday I like to do this. There's also a link to my Patreon if you lovelies like what I do and want to see more of it. I love you all. Let's get into match number 3. Pluggo, pluggo, pluggo. Going up against Mr. Beast Zed. Oh, BZ. Wow, I'm not Canadian. Okay, so I was driving to a modern FNM yesterday with one of my personal friends from school, and just geez, with one of my personal friends from school, I should say, and he is American because I go to an American school. This hand's fine, and he pronounces Z Z, even though that's absolutely not the American way to do it, and we all love to absolutely tease him about it. Um, I think we're gonna get merit laged. Yep, this looks like a slow depths. Oh, shut up. This definitely looks like slow depths. Ooh, wow. Um, all right. Guess we'll do Catacombs Go. And that's an Urborg they flip. All right. Duress me? Sure. Have fun, opponent. Yeah, Duress isn't the best against the all creature deck. All right. So now the plan is to guys, look at this. We have Sir Hiss. We have the Sir Hiss Wasteland combo. I don't think they're winning. This is amazing. Uh, Still, let's go fetching. If they're on slow depths, that means they might be running Wasteland, so I'm going to hedge a little bit by fetching a Forest, then Caracas, Thalia, have at me. Opponent flips a Duress. Yep. Pithing Needle, yeah. That's a tiny bit unfortunate, but we have outs for that. The Sir Hiss Wasteland combo. Sir Hiss lets us play lands out of our graveyard, and Wasteland is Wasteland. All right. So Catacombs. Fetch. Uh, let's get a Savannah, I suppose. Go to combat. We can attack here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play said Sir Hiss. No. Actually, what we should do is we're going to Green Sun Zenith and get Casali Pride Mage. No, we can't. No, we can't do that. We're a land short. Okay. Yep. Sir Hiss it is. Is it? Damn it! I can't make up my mind. Night of the Reliquary is actually a pretty decent play, so let's do that. So times like this, I wish that I had a... Oh, there's Depths. Okay. So don't panic. It only looks like we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. I forgot they had a duress. Yep. So not playing that wasteland was definitely a mistake. What can we do? We could play Casali Pride Mage. Hi, buddy. Good to see you. Blow up the Pithing Needle. And boing. And let's also go attacking. What a top deck. Uh, then we can Knight of the Reliquary, get Gaea's Cradle, play Sir Hiss, and pass. Yeah, nice save. No shit. Opponent flips another Urborg. That was a top deck and a half. Yeah, no. I absolutely did not deserve to win that one. Wowzers. What do I want? Pithing Needle can come in. Oblivion Ring can come in. I think I want my 4th Knight of Autumn because Pithing Needle is a card I need to deal with. And then what's not especially good? Grip Ranger's not great. Scavenging Ooze doesn't do a ton. Gaddock Teague doesn't do much. And I don't think I like Voice of Resurgence here either. Alright, let's try that. We're doing pretty well, boys. I like this. I like this a lot. Going up against Slow Depths. I think I will keep this. Opponent. That's a really good thought. I'll board against Loam as soon as I see it. But yeah, that is definitely something I should keep an eye out for. So we'll do Forest, Green Sun 0. Dryad Arbor. And then turn 2, play Knight of Autumn, set you back a mana. I wonder if they have it. They absolutely have it. Okay, so how do we deal with this? Did we just die? It's possible. Opponent kept the gas, he has some gas hands. I don't think we can Green Sun for anything to get out of this. So I think the best we can do is Knight of Autumn and kill that Mox Diamond. Just send a message. Other option is gain 4 life, actually. So now we're not dead to a Merilage swing. That's also a good line. Dress. All right. Would you like Jite or Green Sun? Uh, yeah, I guess we're going to 21. Interesting. Interesting thing about Thalia, she blocks Vampire Hex Mage amazingly well. Green Sun 3. Does Green Sun 3 do anything? Let's actually pull up our deck here. Not especially. Nothing that makes me jump up and down and shout with glee. However, if we Green Sun 3, we can get a Knight of the Reliquary, and provided we're not dead, we can start doing stuff. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Green Sun 3. Get Knight of the Reliquary. And... whoa! Do I want to attack? Yeah, that was a route. No, not quite. Can you kill his opponent? There's a there's a Merit Lage swing. Oh wow. Yep, that'll do it. Radic consumption, was not expecting that. All right, so my thoughts are this. So my thoughts are this. I think I want Script Ranger because I forgot because I am so good at this game and forgot that Merit Lage flies. And I think we can cut down on an Oblivion Ring. What I'll also do is I'll trim a Mother of Runes because there's not really a ton of things I want to give protection to. Actually, Noble isn't our best thing either, is it? I'm gonna try that. Yep, we'll be on the play this time around. I like this hand. The problem is we die if we don't. The problem is we die if we don't draw a white source. Yeah, I don't think I can keep this. And this hand has the same problem, except now our green source is a Dryad Arbor. Oh, this plays. I'll keep this. Knight of the Reliquary needs to go to the bottom. We are ideally looking for a third land. Swamp. Pithing Needle. Sure. Naming Wasteland. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Thalia is a decent one. And Bob, sure. I'm fine sorting Bob. We have a Caracas. Other option, play Noble Hierarch and see where that takes us. Our opponent's not killing us next turn. We know that. So I think this is acceptable. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with them drawing a card off Bob. We do need to save the swords for when something bad happens. So maybe this is a little greedy, but ew, crop rotation. Crop rotation's actually fine. I don't think I'm scared of that. Safekeeper, sure. A second Swords to Plowshares. Yeah. Alright, so let's go to combat. Attack with Thalia. Get exalted. And I think I might be interested in plowing the Sylvan Safekeeper at some point. But I think I need to wait until I have another mana before I play Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, go ahead, opponent. They flip depths. Alright, so now what I think I want to do is I want to plow Sylvan Safekeeper. Whoop, undo. Here we go. Alright, battle. I think at some point our opponent needs to consider blocking Thalia. That's unfortunate. Sure. We'll get a Plains, I suppose. We are not drawing especially well. We'll play Mom, sure. Yep. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plow Merit Lage now. So that way they can't untap and have crop rotate for Sajiri step. I mean, yeah, plowing Merit Lage always feels weird, but now we've set them back pretty far. Abrupt decay, yep. Ow. And he found her second Thalia. Something good, please. That's not something good. Okay, so now we are going to have to play Night of the Reliquary. I guess we're playing Dryad Arbor as well, and we'll ship. A green sun Zenith would be very, very helpful right now. Yes, it does. We direly need a green sun Zenith so that way we can get Scrib Ranger onto the table and start blocking with it. And it's also times like these I wish I had Mazavith. Yeah. Come on. Deck. Nice. One Pithing Needle. Crop rotate. Okay, hold on a minute. What's in our deck? Anything relevant? No, I don't think so. Opponent almost messed it up. Opponent very nearly messed it up. All right, name Thespian Stage. All right, and then what we need to do is we need to float mana with Dryad Arbor, get Horizon Canopy, and hope for the best. Wait, no, go! We punted. We had a Ghost Quarter. I could have. We had this. We definitely had this. Guys, I'm so sorry. We should have won this game. We should have won this game. Wow, what a punt. That's embarrassing. Completely forgot about the Ghost Quarter in my deck. That's embarrassing. I should stop playing Magic. That's horrible. That's horrendous. And that's horrible. We definitely should have won that. We absolutely 100% should have won that. That was a horrendous, horrible misplay. Wow, 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 wow. That was awful. Jeez. We continue. Good hand. We are on the draw. Island Ponder, so probably Sneak and Show. Some sort of combo deck. It could also be Miracles. Either way, I think we're in a pretty fine shape. Alright, Catacombs. Fetch. We have a second fetch land in our hand, so in the unlikely event that they are just a Delver deck, then I'm going to fetch Forest and play around Wasteland a tiny bit. Opponent's forcing this, huh? Force pitch, spell pierce. Okay, so yeah, it's either Miracles or Show and Tell. And I'm not really sure which. Let's get a Savannah. I think I want Stoneforge Mystic. Brainstorm, yeah. Again, I'm fine. Again, I'm fine with a force. In general, this deck is perfectly fine with the opponent forcing their spells. Force pitch, force too. Okay, so that makes me really happy. So now if they tap out for a Show and Tell, we just plow their threat and just start going ham. Wasteland. Yep, so that was a misread on my end. Opponent chooses not to shuffle. They waste us. Yep. We get another off-color fetch land, so again we have to get Savannah to our annoyance. Is this a stifle? Okay, thank God. Scared us, opponent. Yep, we resolve it. And now that I see that Wasteland, I'm starting to think they're on Delver. I still think Sword of Fire and Ice is correct, though. At least until I can figure out what they're on. Yeah, I'm at a loss. This is a blue-white deck playing Wasteland. Blue-white Delver? Question mark? Yeah, I just don't know, folks. We are off the map here. Actually, no. No. Turn off auto yields. I think what I want to do is I want to Stoneforge this in during my turn, so that way, if they have a stifle, then we can at least say we have a Sword of Fire and Ice and we don't lose our turn. I keep doing that. This one. Scalding Tarn. 2 blues. Make up your... You can do it, opponent. Snap. Okay. That's a ponder. Sure. The good news is they already played their land, so we don't need to worry about wasteland, which means this sort of fire and ice is going to do work. Though I guess they are on blue-white, so fetch Tundra, Swords to Plowshares would be pretty awful. Exclamation point card Sword of Fire and Ice will get you the information you want. Land would actually be pretty alright here. It's a second Swords instead. They chose not to shuffle. Why do you have to set to require that? It's just the MTG bot defaults. I don't make the rules. Opponent's tanking. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Alright, we will shock Snapcaster and draw a card. We draw a Caracas. A Caracas is fine, because at least now we get to get a mom on the field. Have at it, opponent. Brainstorm, sure. Correct, Scalding Tarn, sure. That's a Tundra. Bet you this is a plow? No? But I'll bet you that's what they're looking for. And even if we do get plowed here, that's not the worst thing. It time walks their true name nemesis, and we still have another creature to follow it up on, so... Let's see what they do. They shuffle. That's good for us. I am fine seeing Arid Mesa. Yep. Down to 11. We draw a Scavenging Ooze. An interesting one. I think I like Noble Hierarch. And then go to combat. Okay. All right. I'll be sure. I'll be sure. I'll be sure to do that. And aren't you a mod in my chat? Anyways, can't you do that for me? Step 2. All right. I'm attacking you with Stoneforge Mystic. Get an Exalted trigger. Site says broadcaster only, but I'll try. Yuck. All right, fair enough. Yeah, Mageling. All else fails. I can. Yeah, I'll fix that once this match is over for you. Horizon Canopy is pretty okay. Alright, so let's play a Sylvan Library and hold up Caracas. I'm trying to think about how we get blown out here, and the answer is I'm pretty sure we don't. Because worst comes to worst, we can just plow one of our own creatures and gain life that way if we get absolutely dire. Nope. Didn't have to come to that. Sweet. Alright, so blue-white now. The chokes absolutely come in. Ged's absolutely comes in. Oblivion Ring I don't think I'm especially interested in at the moment. You could bring in a couple Fairy Macabres to fiddle with Snapcaster, but I really don't like boarding in caster hate against... I really don't like boarding in Graveyard Hate just to deal with Snapcaster Mage. That just absolutely does not fly. We will need Gaddock Teague for Force of Will. And we're gonna hang on to Voice of Resurgence. I don't think I'm too interested in Casali Pride Mage though. And let's also go down a Green Sun. We're bringing in enough must counters as is, so. So I hope you all are enjoying the show. I have absolutely not been updating my record in any way whatsoever. We are 2-1, so I'm going to fix that right now. Oops. Come on. You can do it. 2-1. And that one happened because I forgot I had Ghost Quarter in this deck, and we definitely could have stopped Merit Lage. Okay, this hand is bananas. All right, so now we know we're facing off against a Wasteland deck. So we're gonna do Verdant Catacombs, get a Forest, Green Sun. Would you like to stifle us? Nope. I don't think they play Stifle either. All right, try it over. Have at it. Windswept Heath is really nice. So now we're going to fetch, get a Plains, play around Daze, and this kids is why Green Sun 0 is so amazing. Oh, Spell Snare. Yuck. Okay, fine. How about a Noble Hierarch? Is that fine? Sure it is. And then we're playing Gideon next turn. And attacking for 2. Alternatively, we can start beating on them with a Jite. Oh, all these lands are good. I think I like the Gideon line a little bit more though. Just because now I know they're playing Spell Snare. Go to my main. We're going to get our last basic forest, again, Wasteland. Because now we're pretty well insulated. Can you stop a Gideon opponent? Probably I could have played this pre-combat, which may have been a little better. Oh, well, it resolves anyway. All right, sweet. We will make a knight and pass the turn. Opponent has been not doing a ton. Oh, now they swords it. All right. Okay. Yeah, sure. This is fine. Well, this is awkward. But fortunately, I think we win this race. Because if they shoot Noble Hierarch and Dryad Arbor, then that's fine. Because we have a GTA of our own. So we're going to cast this GTA. If it doesn't resolve, then our backup line is Skoos, tick down Gideon, and pass. Or 0 Gideon, I should say. Yeah, see, opponent, my GTA is just a little bit better than yours. And we will pass there. Having to re-equip every turn is annoying, yeah, but we just have a giant old tempo advantage now. I am A-okay with that. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, you know something? This is an interesting interaction. Gids is going to turn into a legendary creature, and that means he's Karakusable. I don't think we like that. Just something I noticed. So we're going to tick him down. We'll play a Savannah, equip the Jite onto Scavenging Ooze. And then if they want to snap do something, then we have green mana. Ponder resolves. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah, we are. I think we have a pretty all right one here. Opponent chooses not to shuffle though. All right, so let's go to combat. Get in with both of them. Sword Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, that's annoying. So let's activate Eat the Swords in the Graveyard. Activate Eat the Snapcaster Mage. And yeah, sure. We will activate Eat the Noble Hierarch. And then activate Eat Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, you got its opponent. Create an ally. And I don't think I'm interested in playing Savannah right now. We can represent Swords to Plowshares. Snap, sure. Ponder. Okay. I could have eaten the Ponder there, but whatever. And keep in mind, guys, that the Gideon is indirectly strip mining him off of a white. Because if he taps down Caracas, we just plus him and then get in for major damage. No shuffle. No. Not sure if opponent missed that line or what, but what a pleasant card to draw. Equip Jite onto one of the... See, if Gideon gets plowed, then we're actually pretty sad. Yeah, no, this is fine. Are we missing lethal? Yeah, technically, but... We're playing around swords is what we're doing. Hit your opponent. Zero Gideon? Yeah, exactly. No point to it. And again, no point in playing the Savannah, so we'll pass the turn. Oh, what's this? I don't think we care about that. And the fact the opponent tapped the Caracas is indicative that they don't know what this interaction is. So they die to a creature. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, so let's equip. Zero Gideon. Go to combat. Dead you opponent. Alright. Fair enough. Batterskull. Yeah. That's an interesting one. Sure. They drew that too. Wow. But the good news is we have this. That thing has flying, opponent. It thinks you're dead. Alright. So, yep. So now we dead them. There we go. 3-1. Could easily be we could easily be playing for a trophy right now, but you know what? I'm not going to complain about a 3-1. We are doing really well, guys. Proud of ourselves. Now, 4-1 is still a respectable record as well. We're doing really well. As always, make sure you check out my my blog if you want to stay up to speed on everything I'm doing regarding Magic the Gathering. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We're 3-1, and we are playing for 4-1 prizes with a hand that is not exciting per se, but very playable. Starts with an Arid Mesa. Alrighty. So, if that's the case, what could Arid Mesa represent? Probably Miracles. And if it is Miracles, then... Yep. There we are. Whoa. Yeah, the Sword's Noble immediately. I bet you they have a counterbalance. Yeah. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Let's play around back to basics. If this Kasali Pride Mage sticks, then I think we're in pretty good shape. They flip Force of Will. Great. And they're going to force it anyways. Force, pitch, force. Okay. AK for 1, sure. So their hand is Force of Will and a mystery card. Okay, so we can waste a Tundra and then try to resolve a Stoneforge Mystic or Sylvan Library. Let's try that. We're a little soft to brainstorm, but it's fine. I feel like if Sylvan Library gets countered, it's a lot less painful than having Stoneforge Mystic get countered. Spell Pierce. All right, this is good. AK for 2. All right, so their hand is 4 Spell Pierce and a mystery card. Yep. Yes, please. All these look fine. I'll go to 11. So they are playing AKs, which means their 2 density is a little bit worse. Ooh, they flipped a counterbalance. Yuck. All right, so I guess we're doing GQ go. And the upside is we know their hand perfectly now. For sure. Catacombs can go back, and I think I've kind of given up on resolving Thalia. Let's try and cast her Hiss. Terminus. That's okay. Waste your Tundra. Terminus for minimal value, which is fine. And again, we know their hand perfectly, so there's not really a ton to worry about. Please. Swords isn't going to do much, and I think I'm done trying to resolve a Thalia in this game. Neither Reliquary. No Mentor on top? Ponder, great. We're playing around counterbalance pretty alright. Yep. Opponent can ponder. And I accidentally clicked out of the wrong thing, but we know there's another counterbalance in their hand. Knight of Autumn is great. All right, so top Thalia, top swords. Start with Mother of Runes. See what's on top. a portent. All right. The good news is now we know that we can resolve Stoneforge Mystic without too much drama. They have a unknown in their hand. Interestingly enough, actually, yeah, we'll disenchant that. I was considering putting counters on it and just racing them now, which probably would have been fine. All right. Do they shuffle? Nah. They will draw a bonus card. Okay. What do we get? Get another knight and we get another Thalia. Alright, so the Dryad Arbor is for sure going back. And I'm going to put away this knight as well. Let's play Gaia's Cradle. Let's... Yeah. I'm learning the deck, okay? Cut me some slack. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. They don't have counterbalance. That's exactly it, isn't it? Sword of Fire and Ice is looking really good. They brainstorm in response now. All right. So now now they may or may not have the counterbalance. And we did shuffle away the Dryad Arbor and swords with the Stoneforge Mystic. So we didn't play around Terminus though. That's the one thing we did not do. In the order. We did a lot of things. Play around Terminus wasn't one of them. Ah well. We are still looking pretty. We're still looking pretty all right, especially with the Sylvan Library in play. Put that away. Put that away. Would you like to stop a Noble Hierarch? Would you like to stop a Knight of the Reliquary? Yeah, I feel like once we resolve Gaddock Teeg on this board, they are pretty much close to out of the game. We'll Sophie next turn. Sylvan Library, sure. Um, top, we will shuffle our deck with the Verdant Catacombs. We got the stuff to play around Spell Pierce. There's not a ton we could do about just straight counterspell, though. Oh, they're brainstorming. That's fine. There's a chance this resolves. You're saying there's a chance. Oh, they found it. Damn. Alright, it's all good. Take one. Go ahead. Oh, whoop. Wrong button. Oh, jeez. Yep, they found Jace. So ideally what we do is we just turn it into a glorified brainstorm. The way we do that is we get Dryad Arbor. And just minimize the amount of damage it can do. I need a way to buff our creatures. Guess getting Jite is okay. Wasteland doesn't really do too much at this stage of the game anyways. I'm going to top Mother of Runes first, though. Get Jite. Cast Jite. Pop it on the Dryad Arbor since we're going to be attacking with it. Go to combat. We're going to hit Jace. Two counters on it, and ship the turn. Opponent brainstorms again. This is a pretty solid game. Sure, we'll draw cards. Yep, all those could go back. And I think the plan is to just outright kill Jace. We could take a couple turns off from not hitting our opponent. Sure. That is their third brainstorm. And we'll play Catacombs and pass. Ponder. Yep. So now at this point, they can't Monastery Mentor either, because we just have a GTA with 4 counters on it. Yeah, sure. I think we do need to be a little bit mindful of our clock. If we go to game 3, we're going to be on a bit of a crunch. Yep. We'll fetch with Verdant Catacombs, though. Get another Savannah. And pass the turn. Over to us. What do we have? Another Stoneforge, which I'm not interested in. Yes, please. I guess we can cast it. It's not wonderful, but we can cast it. It's another thing. It'll be a decent recovery following following a terminus. Okay. So we're gonna go to combat. Let's attack Jace. Attack Jace. Take a counter off Jite, pump Dryad Arbor, see if he responds. Absolutely. It happens. Yeah. The good news is there's only one left in their deck. Yeah, so turn off auto yields. Resolves. Tick down on that. Tick down on that. I said tick down on that. Don't tell me the fourth plow is in their hand. It absolutely is, of course. All right, we got blown out. I'm not playing this game anymore. We need to end this game and go to the second one. All right, Chokes, come in. Knight of Autumn, come in. Gideon, come in. O-Ring, come in. Pithing Needle naming Jace is probably going to be needed. What is not good here? Honestly, I'm tempted to just take out the Stoneforge package. Actually, Ramanap Excavator isn't that great. GQing them out doesn't seem all that appealing. Maybe I just go down the Stoneforge package. Just minimize the number of things I have to counter. Well, we can go down the swords. What if I do one Stoneforge and then Sword of Fire and Ice? I'm still one high. Okay, let's cut a Singleton Mother of Runes. Try that. We're trimming down on our ones because that's most likely what they're going to have when off of a counterbalance. So. Catacombs go. Single island. Sure. Windswept Heath. I'm going to play around back to basics, so plains, forest for now. And Thalia. Go. We'll draw the worst card in our deck. Go to combat. Attack with Thalia. Play a Verdant Catacombs, crack it. We'll get another forest and Knight of the Reliquary. Sure. Wow. All right. Good news is we have a second night, so it's not the worst thing. Like as ever, under a little bit of time pressure. Does not shuffle. Knight. Dryad Arbor. Go ahead. They were F6 during my turn, so they don't have interaction. Jeez, yeah. Yep, so they got to bounce Knight, otherwise it dies immediately. On the plus side, though, that's all it does. He played a 4-mana unsummon. Ponder, sure. That was a that was pretty that was a pretty okay turn for us. Swords, yeah. They keep on coming. Alright, hit you with Dryad Arbor. Doot, doot, doot. AK for 1, sure. Port, yeah. And other swords, yep. I guess on the bright side, we're not dying anytime soon. Nah. Well, yes. Doesn't change our clock a ton, but it's something. Night of Autumn will be good though. I don't really think I'm interested in playing it at the moment, so we'll pass. Containment Priest to shut down Green Sun Zenith. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, I guess we swords that back. Nothing else to do with our mana. Sure. A threat, please. Not bad. Get sword. Windswept Teeth. No reason to play it just yet. Nothing? Alright. Oblivion Ring will be useful in a second. I'm just playing the slow game right now. Sure. Really slow game, but that's at least the nice thing about Miracles. The games are always interesting. And then we'll also fetch on step. Get a Savannah. Or a Dryad Harbor. Nah, Savannah. Definitely Savannah with Containment Priest out. Okay, so let's try and equip this. Tap Gaze Cradle so that way I don't get blown out by lack of mana. Opponent's cast 3 swords now. No, I want to look at that. There we are. Plain Knight is a 4/3. Plausible. That way we have an attacker for sword next turn. And Horizon Canopy. Opponent in a case for 2. Back to Basics is a bit of a blowout, but it's not catastrophic. Sure, choke your opponent. My hoser's better than your hoser. Jeez. The good news is that's all their swords. That's all their swords. We don't need to worry about it anymore. Yep, CJ. Vote for choke. Yeah. Yeah. The fact they found all 4 of their swords both games is really terrible. We do get to do this, though. And I'll say, and it bears worth repeating, we're running very low on time. To the point where if we win this game, I'm skeptical we're going to win the match. Yeah. Our hand just needs to be utter gasoline game 3. And they got another one. I think that was a small punt by the opponent. Unless you're telling me they have a snap in their hand. That's entirely feasible. Yep, that's a disenchant. So now this is the plan. We're just beating on them with Mother of Runes. Yep. Our clock is still faster. Just because they've plowed us so many times. Yep. Play tracker. Oh, Cracker Eyes and Canopy. Oh, god damn it! God damn it! It's got to tap. Okay, never mind. Yeah. By the way, I just want to point out. I think we could win this match. The problem is we're just like 3 minutes behind our opponent, so it's not going to happen. And they won't stop swordsing our shit. That's another very annoying thing. I'm pretty sure this Dryad Arbor gets exiled if I try to play it. Yeah. Mr. Teague. Hardcast Force. This is how Miracles wins, by the way. On Moto, they make you time out. Our clock is so slow. Yeah, and they can draw Monastery Mentor too. It's annoying. I feel like this is a game we could have won. And our opponent just constantly drew every single answer in their deck. Give that pro white. Go to combat. Attack you. Casali Pride Mage is a good one. protection from white. Battle. Hit you for a lot. And now we have to win the next game in 4 minutes or so. Come on, pick it up, pick it up. I don't have forever. We got swords 6 times this game. And we are not going to have time to get, and we're not going to have time for game 3. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I don't want to play. I don't want to play the Voice of Resurgence. It takes too much time. Hardcast, motherfucking Terminus. Any order. Excuse my French, guys. I am very annoyed by this game. It's taking goddamn forever, and we really should be winning. Yeah. And we accidentally F6 through our turn, but whatever. God damn it, no. Undo. And I don't think we're interested in playing anything else right now. We're just gonna make our. We're just trying to get ahead on time. I'm not sure what they disenchanted, but whatever. So our game plan now, by the way, is hope our opponent has to click through so much stuff that we end up timing them out. Yep, that's our game plan now. We are now ahead on time. So the plan is, can our opponent kill us in 3 minutes? Also, they're going to deck themselves. And I think they just realized this. Tick tick, opponent. What a slugfest. Yeah, opponent, now's not the time to be doing math. Are they debating chasing themselves? Because if they are, that's amazing. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm fine. This is cool. This is fine. You're all good, opponent. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, and then they're gonna ulti themselves. Okay, that's neat. That's super neat. Oh, God damn it! I F6 through my own turn again. Decide on a Jace to keep. They scry themselves. And we're going to green sun for just a lot of blockers now. Get Savannah. Green sun for 1. Sure, opponent, you can brainstorm. Think we got him on time. Zero. Go ahead. I'm not attacking. We barely got there. It was hard fought, but we went on time. Sure, Snapcaster. Ding. Good time. Good try, opponent. Ooh. Yeah. This is why you don't play no win con control on Moto. That's a 4-1, guys. Did super, super, super well. Look at that. Just fantastic. Really good. I cannot believe I just saw them save themselves by ulting like that. Yeah, me neither. That was a very, very silly game. But hey, look at what we got. Got a couple of these fantastic legacy points. We got 180 play points, and now we're going to open up some treasure chests. You ready, guys? Pop them all open. How do we do? 40 play points, which is not superb. Garrick, Day of Judgment. That's a ley line of the void. I'll take that. Thank you kindly. Oh, holy shit! Holy shit! Look at these, my dudes. That's a Wrath of God. That's a Day of Judgment. Those aren't the exciting parts. Here's a Scalding Tarn. Here's a ley line of the void. Wow, way, wowee. This was a really good league. I love this. Oh, man. And Athali's Lieutenant in case I decide to rebuild humans anytime in the near future. Wow, wow, wow. Look at those. Jeez. What an awesome league. 4-1. Wow. I'm very happy with this result. I am very, very happy with this result. Oh, man. This was a good stream, boys. This was a really good stream. Look at this record. Look at this record. That is a 4 in the first place there. Wowee, wowee. I am happy with this. Oh, that's Green White Maverick, ladies and gentlemen. And you can understand why I'm papering this deck out now, because this deck is sweet. I love it. I love it to death. Absolutely amazing. Really, really good. All right, so what's going to happen is I'm going to call it a day here. This video will be going onto my YouTube channel, and I'll be sure to also add it to my blog as well, with a bit of a breakdown regarding what I did here and what sort of stuff I probably could have done better. That game against Depths is probably, and that major punt on my end is probably the big reason we didn't 5-0 this. But other than that, we did really well. I'm really happy with this. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you sincerely for all the love and support and the viewership. Make sure you follow the channel if you haven't yet. Check out my Patreon and the blog, blah, 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 blah. Thanks a ton. What a kick-ass league. I'll be seeing you all later. Take care.